Hey, hi, welcome back to our virtual tour. Let's take a look at this facility, which was at one point in time University High School, part of the University of Michigan School of Education. And it was built in 1924. It's located at 610 East University Avenue, and the building now remains a school of education. And I'm really pleased that they left the facade in the front when it was University High School there. So approved by the Regents in 1922, this building was completed in 1924 according to plans submitted by Perkins Fellows and Hamilton of Chicago. H.G. Chrisman Company used red brick and stone trim to finish the structure at a cost of $338,000, which would have been a lot of money in 1922. The site for the building between South U and Monroe Street on East University was purchased from the Presbyterian Church for $71,000. The building was conceived as the first of three connected education buildings. The other two were the elementary school and the School of Education. Originally, the first floor housed the science unit, the industrial arts department, and the main auditorium. On the second floor were the two-story school library and the health offices. The third floor contained the departments of math and modern languages and the gymnasium. The School of Education used the fourth floor for teaching and office space. An outdoor recreation area measuring 500 by 700 feet was used for physical education and intramural sports. And that's from the University of Michigan. And again, I am pleased that they kept the facade showing the University High School there. So let's take a look at what people were saying when this first showed up. Somebody said, not public, a lab school and training ground for teachers. They wanted a cross-section of students to work with. The unstated formula was 1/3 townies, 1/3 faculty kids, 1/3 other, including some with learning problems. But they were top-heavy with achievers. No such thing as troublesome students. 99% were white, and in retrospect, it was definitely elite. Somebody else said, my parents put me on the waiting list as soon as I was born in 1956. It wasn't part of the public school system per se. I went there for nursery school, pre-K, K1 through 6. Then the school closed. Huge transition going over to Slauson. I would think so, from an experimental school system inside the University of Michigan to true public school at Slauson. I'm sure that was a challenge. Somebody else said, I grew up with some people who used to go to that university school when I went to Angel Elementary, but their families soon moved away, so any test results would have been compromised. You know, I should do more research into this because there were factors such as people moving in, moving out that could certainly skew the testing and the measurements that they were looking for in terms of a case study. I will look into that more. In 1924, what was happening throughout the world? At this time, Lenin was placed in a mausoleum in Red Square in Moscow. American swimmer Johnny Weissmuller sets a 100-meter world freestyle record of 57.4 seconds. Trial against Adolf Hitler for treason in Beer Hall Putsch begins in Munich, Germany. Happy Birthday to You, the song was published by Clayton Sonny. Happy Birthday to You first came on the scene in 1924. Amazing if you got a royalty for every time that song was played or somebody sang it. Pulitzer Prize awarded to Robert Frost. Robert Frost won 4 Pulitzer Prize awards. Frost was once poet in residence at the University of Michigan and came close to staying here, but New England called him back. At any rate, we had him for a little while. So that's a look at University High School. Some of you can remember this from attending. All of us certainly walked by that building And many of us were part of the School of Education at the University of Michigan. As always, thank you so much. Make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you'll be notified whenever there is a new publication of an iconic location in Ann Arbor. All right, thank you so much. Bye-bye.